Oh, we have a bit of an echo here. Let me get rid of that. So how's everyone doing? It has been a while. Oh, no signal. Right. And there's also no palette cam. Oh my god, I thought this was a professional stream. Right. Right. So, while I fix my camera, let's see who's here. How have you guys been doing while I was away? So, hey Kiev, how's it going? Hey Sunlocked, hey again. Hey Asgaral. Who else? Gallowfire, how's it going? Hey Miniatures then. Hey Rocco, wait, Rocco? 007. Idolo? What's that? What does that mean? How's it going? Yeah, so I need to... Yeah, also you guys need to prepare for some Screaming Kids because it has, you know, as you know, or you probably know, or maybe experience, we have a bit of a heat wave here in Europe, so, or at least in middle Europe. So I'm kind of hot and I have the window open, so there'll be Screaming Kids outside. Let's see, where's my palette cam? It should be showing. Why is it not showing? What have I missed during the last 2 weeks? Gonna give you a bit of a recap here shortly. Okay, here. Activate. Oh, there we go. Right. Sorry for it's always a bit of a thing. I always forget to set up the camera before the stream, but you are used to it. Fine, thanks. How are you, Titan? I'm not a Titan, dude. I'm just an ordinary guy trying to, you know, have fun miniature painting. But thank you. Right, so let's get some focus in here. What have you guys been up to? What have you been painting? I kind of didn't think I would, but then I decided I'm going to enter something into the EVERCHOSEN stuff simply because it's exposure, and when you're stored and you're on the page or whatever, however they're going to do it. So yeah, I'm going to try and participate. Sir Gore, thanks a lot for rejoining the Major League. Thanks a lot. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the EVERCHOSEN stuff, and I don't really have anything finished. So, but I also don't have the time because it's only like 10 days left, and I have to edit the Patreon content in the next 2 weeks too, because obviously I was away on vacation, and I yeah, have some catching up to do there. So I decided to just use this one and do a lot of touch up. Oh my god, Modular, 8 months, we're almost having a baby. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for rejoining in the Major League. Thank you guys. Wait, again? Let's see if that is even working. Text to speech should be working. Are we waiting for it? God damn it. Right, I keep forgetting things. Let's open this. Sunlock, thanks a lot for rejoining the Major League. Thank you. Much appreciated, guys. How do I even deserve that? I haven't even streamed in ages. Right. For some reason it doesn't play all alerts, and I don't know. I just need to probably open Streamlabs. Oh, that's weird. that's really weird. That is so weird. I will never understand this whole streaming thing. So sorry. Let's see what Sergor wrote. Just a quick stop by. Might be back later if time allows me. Good to have you back streaming though. Thank you, Sergor. Yeah, it's I'm going to try and do the Monday streams whenever I can. I just, you know, when I did a Facebook post about it, and yeah, so kind of screwed up my knee again, and I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be the meniscus again. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer during the holidays, but yeah, so I'm going to try and be regular with the streaming again. I just can't promise, because obviously I'm going to try and have it fixed, and if, you know, I'm going to have doctor's appointment, probably surgery, I don't know, we will see, but it feels like we will have to undergo some surgery. Yeah, and then obviously there's going to be rehab and all that crap, so apologies if I can't always be on schedule. Also, we're moving because we finally bought that house, which now my soul belongs to the bank. Yeah, but hey, at least I have a 40 square meters studio now, so I can do all the filming and stuff like that down there. So I'm going to have a setup for the YouTube videos. Yeah, and I'm not going to sweat in like 35 degrees weather anymore, because it's a basement and it has yeah, it doesn't get as hot, so it's going to be great. I mean, I'm now, yeah, like I said, I now do belong to the bank, or, you know, my soul and body parts belong to the bank. But hey, really super glad about it. 40 square meters of depth. It's 133 square meters of depth. There's not just a basement. There's some living space above it too. And there's a garden, and yeah, it was super expensive, but it was worth it, because it's perfect. Because it has so much workspace, it has a couple of extra rooms for, you know, family, whenever we're going to start that. And yeah, I'm just super glad that we got it, and obviously our parents helped us, because it's so expensive, and then the rest we just got from the bank. And yeah, now I'm just going to have to pay mortgage for the rest of my life. Hey Marcus Stroh, how's it going? I'm dying here soon, I'll start yelling yalla naturally. What? I always look to... Oh, add a good painter. Well, look. Yeah, with the new camera, I'm super jealous of Miniatures then, because he has even his camera upgrade. And I thought, why have I not gotten it? And then I remembered I have a potato computer, so even if I bought a camera for 500-600 euros, I would still not be able to stream with it, probably, because I don't know if yeah, my computer can handle it. So I would either need a 4K capture card on top of that, and yeah, that just adds extra cost, and yeah, I don't know. So when we move, after we moved, I'm going to look at the options that I have for getting a new computer, and yeah, whatever budget is left, and then hopefully upgrade and get new 4K equipment, even though I can't really afford it. I think we're at 162 patrons, and I said at about 250 I can't think about getting a camera. Well, I'll try. We will see. Maybe I can get maybe I can buy it somewhere where they just, you know, where they allow you to buy it in rates. Is that a thing? Is that a word in English? So yeah, so that I maybe pay like $50 per month for a year or maybe 1.5 years or something like that, so that I can get picture upgrades or picture quality upgrades. Yeah, it doesn't, but it also shuts off all the time. And it's just a thing of scalability and, you know, being able to zoom in. I can't really do that. You know, obviously I found a good spot for, yeah, for my painting, and it works. And it does look good, but it could be better. And it could have more features, and I also hate that it shuts off. It's probably also going to shut off a lot more right now because it's hot and all that. So I'm trying to remember how I painted this color. I think it was red mixed with blue, so maybe let's try to mix that again. And I'm just going to use Games Workshop colors for the most part. Obviously I started that one, maybe I shouldn't say it because it's a Games Workshop competition, but I started this one with scale colors like ages ago, and then I kind of got fed up, and I also kind of realized that this is never going to win a Golden Demon simply because of the style it is painted in. But it might be doing good in EVERCHOSEN because I think there is partly voting by the public, so I don't know. Buy it secondhand, yeah, I could do that, like on a credit card. So some stores here, they offer you to pay in rates, so you get the item now, and then you just pay. I think there's a bit of an interest rate on that, so there's maybe like 2% or something like that interest. So you pay, instead of 500, you pay like 520 or something like that. But you can pay like $50 each month, and then you're done in maybe a year or something like that. And so you don't have to pay all the money up front before you get the item. So that could work somehow. But we'll see. We will see. Like I said, it's I don't even have a USB 3, so the option isn't really on the table before getting a computer upgrade, maybe. And I also need a new computer for editing anyway. Ugh. I'm kinda shaking at the thought of all the investments on top of what we put in money-wise for the new flat. But it is what it is. Right. So what am I going to do today? I feel like this area is kind of flat. So I like the transition of the red into the purple blue. I don't know how to call that color otherwise. But down here it's kind of boring, and then the blue starts here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to drag the blue up a bit. You know, just a hint of the blue, and then maybe work on this area a bit and make it more interesting. Also over here it kind of works better. Maybe drag the blue up here a bit more, and then yeah, we'll see what we're going to do. Also I have some areas, you know, obviously here that's not really painted, and then I also need to work on the gold. But let's see how far we get. Thank you, TWL Pontus. That mini looks amazing, thank you. But yeah, again, I learned so much since I painted that miniature. Again, coming back to painting like 3 years ago. I feel like I took so many long breaks. A good sharp image on a miniature painting video is a surprisingly rare thing on YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, exactly. I mean, of all the people that I know that do painting tutorials, only Minia comes to mind at the moment. Who Who else? I think Angel Giraldes is doing YouTube videos now, so I'm pretty sure he has a good setup because he can afford it. And obviously Miniges then now has his camera upgrade too. A Flickster obviously has the G7 too. The others, that's a lie. There's a lot of others too. Wait, what's his name? I'm so bad with names. Also, I was gone for 14 days, so everything I knew about streaming and other streamers is now gone. Okay, so we have this color here, and it should be about the tone of that. Gonna be... Yeah, I wish I haven't said that, because now everyone that has a crisp color is going to say, yo dude, you forgot about me, and yeah, rightfully so. Actually, yeah, we've come a long way from a lot of people just streaming with C920s. A lot of people have invested. Grendler has gotten an update too, a new camera a while ago. Yeah, like I said, I forgot a lot of people there. Good job. The base is too big for the competition. 60mm base for EVERCHOSEN. Where's my base? Oh, here. I'm pretty sure I'm within borders. Or do you mean like... Yeah, that's a good question. So I mean, my base is about... Yeah, it's exactly 60mm. But now that you say it, maybe they only want... They said they want single miniatures, right? Yeah, here's the 60 mark. So it's a tiny bit smaller than 60. Maybe they just want miniatures on foot. That would kind of suck. I mean, I can enter it, and then if they say, yo, no, then I'll say, screw you guys. No one said anything about... I mean, yeah, maybe they're going to be anal about, you know, back in the days when you could only enter gaming viable things into Golden Demon, which was kind of stupid because, I mean, come on, it's a painting competition, right? Not a gaming competition. Huh? First, thanks a lot, KF. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Wait. I love tutorials where you can't actually see what's going on. So a lot of the old Semlin stuff, I mean Semlin, when he paints on stream, he barely is in focus, right? So, I don't know. Bad example. But, like 2 years ago, the tutorials that he did on like wet blending, that was crazy out of focus. And everyone's like, yo, dude, that's so crazy. And I'm like, hey, I can't even see anything. I can't even see anything. Anyway. I saw this one ages ago. Yeah, it's like I said, when I ranted on Scale Color. Hey, Chris. Thanks for rejoining the Major League. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thanks for all your support, guys. Yeah, like I said, I started this one with Scale Colors ages ago. Doesn't it look that when you pull, you can buy pretty much every item on rates? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's a thing everywhere. Good shot. Oh, we had that. Yeah, Vince. Exactly. Vince is an example of that, where a lot of stuff is out of focus. The rules refer to the original base within the box. Now, doesn't that suck? I don't know. I'm just going to enter it regardless, and then I can just rant, you know, because they said I can't enter because of a stupid gaming base when it's a painting competition. It's gonna be glorious. It's going to be good. Okay, I just need to find my pacing here again. I don't want to screw up any of the other parts, so I think I'm going to put in a bit more blue here. But yeah, if it's like that, then I don't even need to think about entering, because I don't really have a competitive piece ready that is, you know, a single miniature, as in not a mounted miniature. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? They might be anal about that. Where is my highlight color? I had a blue here that I wanted to use. But yeah, it would be, it could be typically Games Workshop, because when they announced a while ago that you don't have to put your Golden Demon entries on gaming bases anymore, and everyone's going like, yeah, finally, and then they go back to that with the EVERCHOSEN. Hey Vince, speaking about Focus is the classic challenge of my existence on tutorial, my arch enemy. That was a surprise. Hey Vince, I didn't expect you to be here. How are you doing? By the way, Vince, people keep telling me that we should do some stuff together. Maybe in, like, my podcast style or whatever. You know, getting mixed suggestions here. So if you want to do that sometime, after I dissed your focus problem, then yeah, let me know. Okay, so that's looking off, but I think it might still be okay to gradually just move into the blue. So maybe it's just the tilt, the color tilting from the red into the blue, and then when I add the highlights, it could look better. Slippery Squid, thanks for rejoining the Major League. Thanks a lot. Wait, 3 months. Crazy, man. You're one of those people that are supporting me on Patreon and that are subscribing each month on Twitch too, so thanks a lot. And yeah, how to say it, it's really not necessary, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. Anytime, buddy, would be great. Time, and you didn't diss Isaac and Focus classically. Truth is truth. Yeah, I was I still didn't mean to talk your stuff down. There's still a lot of people that draw great inspiration from your videos. They always tell me on my Patreon Discord. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can improve too on my videos, obviously. You need the money for your man cave, that is true. That is so true. Huh, I think I want some other blue in there. Going straight to wolf gray. Maybe leaves out a bit of... a bit of a mid-tone, and we are getting too desaturated maybe. So that has a bit of turquoise in it. And I'm super rusty with painting, so it's definitely a good idea to start with this. And yes, I'm kind of being sarcastic. But yeah, if you haven't yet, definitely go and check out my homepage, and you know, if you have anything that you see that might need improving, because I launched my homepage shortly before I went on vacation. That now has an online store where you can buy the PDFs individually if you don't want to be a patron, or if you have issues with patron. Yeah, and you can also buy my miniatures, my busts. Well, they're mainly busts anyway. There's like one miniature there now. But yeah, I also put on an index of all the, you know, not all my YouTube videos, but the painting tutorials that I made. That was a request from people, so I put that up, and it now covers all topics. Well, not all topics obviously, but it is sorted by topics, and stuff should be easy to find now. So yeah, just go check it out. Oh, yeah, I should maybe mention the URL. It's in the title, by the way, so. But this is the URL. And again, let me know if you see anything that needs improving. Okay, so I'm just going to try and sketch this, or not sketch, but move a bit faster. Because texture here doesn't actually matter, or as in, you know, seeing brush strokes doesn't actually matter. It's just going to mimic the fur, and I don't know what my brush is doing. Just using DaVinci brush. Oh, also, since I'm using Games Workshop colors, I definitely want some anti-shine medium in here. Just to bring it in line with the rest. It would look kind of weird if that thing just started to glow, or to shine actually. Hey Adam Grant, how are you doing? Whoa. So yeah, what has everyone been up to while I was away? Being gone for 2 weeks is almost an eternity. On a positive note, the camera seems to be able to handle the heat, at least for now, and it doesn't shut off any more than it does usually. Liam, oh my god, Bullcott? I'm super bad with names, sorry. Thanks a lot for your support, and thanks for joining the Patreon, and have fun with the tutorials. Thank you so much. Yeah, also, of course, if you subscribed and you didn't know before that, you can also get my tutorials, or the PDF tutorials, on my Discord server, so if you joined that one. If you are a Twitch subscriber and you join, you know, the Discord, then you do get access to the PDF tutorials there as well. So anything you do, everywhere you support me, you have the yeah, you're getting some rewards out of it. Always trying to do that. Oh, there we go. Now it shut off. Let's see if I lied and if it can handle the heat. Yes, it can. First of all, thanks a lot, Ian, and welcome back. Thanks for all the support. It's like every stream you donate, so thank you. I really appreciate it. And as for your question, when you say it soaks in paint, does that mean it... so when you mix the paint, does it get into the paper and does your paper get fuzzy and all that stuff? Then it's probably because you don't have wax on there or silicone or whatever is, you know, you don't have any coating on your paper, which is a good and a bad thing. It's good because it lets more water through, so it acts better in conjunction with your, or in combination with your wet palette, because it does what it's supposed to do, let some water through and, you know, keep your paints wet. However, if it doesn't have any coating on, it also dissolves, and yeah, you're just going to rub your paint into the dissolving paper. So you could try looking at baking paper that is, or parchment paper that is waxed. If it's a possibility, try to get it waxed on one side, because like I said, the less wax or the less coating there is, the more water it's letting through. So if you have no coating from below and then a wax on top, it's going to keep your paper intact. Yeah, it's just the downside is that wax paper, like I said, doesn't really let water through. It still works, it just doesn't work for a long time. But it works, and I like it because I don't really put if I put a lid on this, it would work. I just don't have one because it got destroyed some time back. I think this palette is like 17 years old. It doesn't pool, paper doesn't fuzz, but once I spread out the paint, mixing it stays there and dries. Oh, well, so if you do something like that, you know, if you take a paint and then you do this and you just spread it out like that, you're going to have a hard time getting that, you know, reactivated, because this is really thin layers of paint and it doesn't really soak up too much water anymore. This is a really dense medium, and you know, osmosis needs a dense medium, or it's not dense. My god, I'm so bad with explaining science stuff in English. You know, there's more particles, there's medium that is more dense than water, and then there's the paint particles, which are also called pigments, yeah, exactly, in there, and they just draw water into a more dense medium. And if you do that, then yeah, it's not working that well anymore, because there is just homeopathic amounts of paint on there, and they're not going to draw water too much, and it's just going to dry out like that. Yeah, waxed, you know, they're calling it waxed, even if it's silicone on some papers. Siliconed, waxed, it's the same thing. It's coated in some sort of repellent or fat repellent, or, you know, liquid repellent. Yours beads, mine seems to... Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, yours probably is not coated then, because this beading is due to it not really... Yeah, it's because it's repelling the water. So yours is probably not coated. Okay, Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, so don't get waxed paper, get siliconized paper. Silicone coated paper is what you want, not waxed. Okay, I see your point now. Sandwich paper. Yeah, sandwich paper is too thick. Doesn't really work. But yeah, Ian, the problem. Well, I think the problem still remains. You probably just spread out the paint too much on the palette, and then it's too thin, and then this dries. I mean, if you look at it, it's probably it's still workable, but in 10-15 minutes, it's definitely going to be dry. Sometimes I do that. I just mix something like that, and then I use that and spread it out, and eventually there's no paint in there anymore, and I'm confused. And then I'm like, okay, I should probably remix that, because the medium also dissolves, and you're just pushing pigments around, and when the medium is gone, from your paint mix, then also the paint does behave funny too. So. He can get thinner with water. Thinner will dissolve the dried out paint a bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's also a possibility. But I just don't like mixing stuff into my paints more than I have to. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find the color here that fits the other color, but it's fine. I'm probably just going to maybe shade in some other color. We'll see what I do here. Just want to somewhat mix or fit the two colors together. I have 3 vials for thinning, but you are crazy, man, dude. Oh yeah, speaking about, we need to schedule your feedback session. If you still want to do it this month, then we have to do that, because it's going to be a crazy tight schedule with everything that happened, you know, my stupid knee and all that. Did add some extra time pressure. Let's see. I have a bit of an idea. Deep Ocean. I think I used, what is it? The Vallejo blue that everyone loves. Deep sea blue? Dark sea blue? No, I don't know. Dark sea blue, I think it is. Yeah, we should be able to reproduce that with some of that Reaper color. Yeah, it's maybe a bit darker. Let's get some black in there. I like my chemistry. It's more like alchemy. Don't worry, we can scale it for next month. Okay, yeah. If that works for you, that's great, of course. We can do it like maybe on the 1st or 2nd. That would work pretty good, actually. Unless I'm confused and I'm overlooking something, but that would probably be great. Yeah. We can still do it this month if you want to, but it would definitely be better for me. We can do it yeah, after the month ended. So I'm bringing that color more in line with the blue below. Oh, there's some screaming kids outside now. was actually not too bad before, but now they came out. Is that better? I think it is. Oh, I have to get a webcam first. We can, yeah, I mean, sure. Let's wait for that. Can always do something else if you want to. Like, you know, maybe you just asking questions and I can show you how to paint something or whatever. Anything goes, really. Well, not anything, but yeah, you know. Still have no idea what I want. Okay. I'm not sure I can help you with that. You need to be a bit more careful not to cover too much of the lower layers. I have one vial with thinner in water. It's for airbrush mostly and it dries quickly. If I want to have that one glazing, then I have 50 I guess, water with glaze medium. It actually works quite nice for glazing, and I have my magic mix. It's 50 water, 30 parts thinner, 20 parts flow improver, and a few drops of glycerine to just put on red paint on my palette to reactivate. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, I would probably instead just mix new paint on the palette. So that brush actually helps with... See, now I wish I had a better zoom. But that brush just really helps with painting these fur parts. Simply because of the really thin, long tip. Might have to redo some of the... Because I dragged the tiger stripes down here. Also did that on the other side, so I might have to redo these. That actually looks really good. Let's get some more red in there. I have a lot of paint on the palette, you will see. Okay. I see how it is. Right. Should I just put some white in there? I think I should. For some reason the gray, the wolf gray alone just doesn't give the result that I'm looking for. Actually, I was thinking of going through all the basics as I'm constantly feeling I'm missing something, and it can actually be nice material to YouTube. I mean, the your feedback session obviously is your own thing, right? So I typically don't. Why does that smell so bad? Yeah, let's use some white instead. Yeah, it's for you, so I typically don't put that on. There was one thing with sculpting a shared session, yeah, but that was not really a patron thing. So you know, that guy was just back then we, I don't know, kind of liked each other, which changed over time. But that was more of a favor, so I just said he wanted to learn how to sculpt a skull, and I said, yeah, okay, fine, we can do that. Maybe I can record it and put it on YouTube since it's free. Since it was a free session, and yeah, so that was that. I don't mind actually making something useful from it. Could be fun. Yeah, we'll see. It needs a bit of a preparation to do that though, so kind of means more time invested. So we'll see. You need more of that dark sea blue in there. Well, not dark sea blue, but my version of it. Just to bring everything in line again. And yeah, again, sorry, like I said, kids are back outside, and sorry if they're too loud. But if I close my window, I'm probably going to die of the heat. Recently, it's so hot that I started using a retardant, so I have a bit more time on paint distillate on the miniature. Yeah, I totally see that working. I just don't like, how to say it? I don't like how retarder changes the properties. So I try to avoid it, even though when it's really hot. And probably, if it's too hot, I'm probably just going back to taking my shirt off and just sitting here naked without a webcam. I did that for some of the Patreon videos last summer. These kids need to stop screaming though. Back in the day, we just sat around and were bored. Wait, back in the day, like before streaming, or when is that? All the additives to water change viscosity to sort of proportions different when thinning paint. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't bother me too much because I just, wing it anyway. For me, there's no scientific method of thinning paints. So that doesn't bother me too much, but it just changes the properties. That is true. Putting it a bit more white down here. Actually, there's such a change from this down here to this up here. Simply because I think I drag the brush a bit different nowadays than back in the days when I started doing this. Which again is it's kind of interesting how much your brush control changes over time. Yeah, I think I still want a bit more blue in there, lighter blue overall, so maybe up here a bit more. Had a look at the rules and I think you are right. If you can fit it on a 60mm at the end, it's okay. Yeah, I hope so at least. If not, like I said, it's okay either way. I'm just going, I need to finish this anyway, and I'm just taking the EVERCHOSEN competition as an excuse to finally finish this. Because it's more or less done since forever, but for some reason it just never felt right, or you know, to now actually I wanted to finish it last August when for the games day in Düsseldorf, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough time. And now looking at it the past year, and you know, also doing the YouTube video about how to win a golden demon, I feel like it's not really good entry to a golden demon anymore, because there's too many inconsistencies. And I just feel like I would have to change a lot in the planning stages to make it look outstanding to the judges. So, because I still want to finish it, I feel like the EVERCHOSEN stuff is a good excuse to do so. And not be too critical about every single mistake, or you know, quote-unquote mistake, which, well, let's put it that way, which would be viewed as a mistake by the jury. And just create another entry, or yeah, entry for the next golden demon, and take care of these things from the start. Hey, Lovable. Hope the holiday was good. Thank you. We don't talk about the holiday. Yeah, I unfortunately I screwed up my knee again, so I try not to talk about it too much because it has been bugging me a lot, and I'm trying not to get depressed over it because, yeah, if I need to move, and it's just not a good thing to have my knees hurt right now. So I'm trying to avoid the topic. But I appreciate the the good intentions of asking. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, probably gonna have a surgery again because I feel like it's the meniscus again. Yeah, I don't know when I can have that. It just means I can't really do sports right now. And all of that just isn't making me happy. Quite the contrary. Hey Grendler. Yeah, so that's that answers your question of how I am. How are you, Grendler? Long time no see. Obviously, I was away for 2 weeks and couldn't quite watch any Twitch. Hey, Johans. I still don't know what IDD means. I don't die. It's kind of weird. I never know what IDD means for some reason, even though I'm a giant internet nerd. Indeed, okay. Gotcha. That is so odd. How is that indeed? I need to make sure that my paint is actually not too dry when I paint those lines, because then it leaves some weird marks and they're getting too thick, just looking unnatural, or not credible enough. Because unnatural, well, it's a paint job, how can it be natural? Duh. But yeah, a good thing is, just working on these volumes here, it was really a good thing that I don't actually know his real name, but I think it's called The Secret Workshop on Instagram. He won the Golden Demon with the troll. How do you pronounce that? Yipsian? Thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome to the community. But that troll... I want to say the judging shifted a bit from just well executed, neat edge highlighting paint jobs to, oh, we're looking at atmosphere and composition and all that. Maybe they try to maybe they're pushing to be able to say the Golden Demon is one of the pinnacle painting competitions again. So maybe they are putting some focus on other things too. Johans, thanks a lot for following. Welcome to the community. So maybe that's why they put in more focus on those things again. And obviously, I think, was it at some kind of seminar, Max Valet said, yeah, that's what we're doing. And yeah, that troll winning, because definitely that troll only, not only, but it wasn't the smoothest execution. Obviously it was consistent, but the troll really lives from composition and different, you know, that guy just painted a bluish desaturated light, quote unquote light situation on the back, and on the front it was warmer, so the back was more desaturated, not desaturated, was colder, and the front was warmer, so there was two different color temperatures meeting, and I don't think they would have recognized that 5 years ago, but they definitely did now. So maybe there's hope for the Golden Demons after all, unless we are now entering an area where only miniatures that were painted with contrast paints are able to win a Golden Demon. Who knows? What did I use here? Was it this? Okay, I'm not sure that fits. So we add some blue. Yeah, see, that would look good. Mixing that with blue, with a blue highlight would look good. But since I did not really start with that, it would just look odd. Could, however, shade some of that blue in here maybe. See, that's what I mean with, I learned so much from even the last 2 years of painting, or maybe 3 years. I don't know when I started that one. It's somewhere on YouTube. Maybe it's 2.5 years, 2 years. But you just kind of learn so much from just painting that you look at, you know, on every level really. You look at something from 2 years ago and you're like, I would totally do that completely different. Didn't want to do, okay. Let's see now. Work on these back here. Add some red. I used it in WoW 10 years ago. Maybe I made it. That troll had such subtle details. Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of subtle stuff in there. I mean, obviously, when we say subtle, yeah, I need some blue in there too. Okay, that was too much. What am I doing? Obviously, all the other winners were kind of subtle. Or subtle, I don't know how you say it in English actually. But they were subtle as far as a Games Workshop style goes. You know, with edge highlights and all that. I can't reproduce that color. I think that was some sandalwood. Do I crack out sandalwood? But this one is a different style of, or a different type of subtle. Yeah, I'm assuming someone's mentioned it, but you're not allowed to enter this into the EVERCHOSEN category. And it has to be sold with a base less than. Fuck it. Are you serious? I mean, I can fit it on a 60mm base. Are they really that stupid again? Let me get my sandalwood. Where have I put it? Oh, Fuck EVERCHOSEN. Oh my god, I'm demonetized. If that is true, why am I bothering? Where's my sandalwood? See, back when I started this one, I had my sandalwood period. I was doing everything in sandalwood. Now I can't find it. Now it's not only kids screaming outside, it's dogs barking too. Oh yeah, one more thing. When I move to the new home, the surroundings are so quiet. There's no kids screaming outside. There's, I don't know, there's like one house just outside the garden, but it's a street away. So it's gonna be really good, and it's going to be quiet, and I'm really looking forward to that. Not having to close the window and stuff for streaming. Can't find my sandalwood. I really need it. Damn. Is it? 4.33 of the turns and god damn it. Well, so much for that. My motivation to finish this just went towards 0. I actually don't know. What could we do for... What could I do for that stupid competition? I don't really have the time to paint something from scratch. Maybe I should enter this. Just for the walls. Yeah. I mean, if it's just for trying to win the store thing, I could always just use Manny. I don't, unless, you know, unless there's a ton of painters that sprouted in Vienna in the last 5 years, I don't think there's going to be that much competition. Oh, they also banned Fortroll, huh? So I cannot. God damn it! It has to be a Citadel miniature. What am I doing with my life? I could always just make a base. Wait a minute. Do I just make a base for this one? Which is part of a dual entry? Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll just make a base for this one. And put it on a temporary base. Ooh, still need to finish the inside here. I just noticed. God damn it. I don't know what I should enter. Maybe I'll just make it a challenge. 10 days until EVERCHOSEN. I got nothing. Oh, I got this. Should I just finish this? And put it into the competition. Wow. Wow. Anyway. I was gonna do a Vanguard, but it also has the same problem, so I'm glad I went through and read all the terms and conditions. Okay. Hey Cubus Maximus, thanks for mentioning it, Painting Lemming. Even though it kind of sucks, but nah. It would just be, honestly, I don't expect to win the actual competition anyway. It would just still be good to be on the website or whatever they put up for the voting. Great looking mini videos are so inspirational to me that I started painting again regularly. Well, that's great to hear. Mission accomplished then. That's really my goal, to bring back, you know, people to painting and also give them maybe a new attitude to tackling what they maybe were afraid to do. So if I'm helping with that, then that is always good to hear. My question is, oh wait, there's so many new techniques out there for me. I wouldn't think so. When it comes to miniature painting, what you should be doing, I think, is don't think too much in techniques. Just think in layers of paints. How you apply those layers is not really all that important. There's a couple of ways to put paint on your model and, you know, to achieve those layers, and this is what we kind of ended up calling techniques. But just don't get too lost, you know. Maybe when you saw if you saw my layering and glazing video, it's just two things that do the same thing, just one thing does it a bit different than the other. But just try to apply layers of paint where you want, you know, where you want it lighter. So what you want to do is create contrast, right? And just apply a layer of paint where you want the miniature brighter. So for example, here or here. And don't worry too much about, is this a layer or is this a glaze? Because when you're getting better at painting and you know what you're doing, you don't think in those terms anymore. You just apply the paint and, you know, maybe it's not opaque enough, or maybe, you know, I want to paint this highlight and it's not opaque enough from the beginning, so I have to add another layer, and then the edges are kind of rough because I had to put a second layer on there. And now it's not translucent enough, so what I'm doing is I'm working over that with a glaze, or what could be considered a glaze, and you're just going to adjust that on the fly. And don't think too much, okay, I have to stick to glazes because that's the only way to go. No, you can switch between layers of more opaque paint with glazing to make it smoother again. And again, also don't get too stuck in the smoothness, because the closer you get to miniatures, the more you see that you just cannot achieve a certain smoothness in conjunction with contrast. That's most of the time, or, you know, it's almost impossible. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone as far as smoothness, you know, or dial down your expectations for smoothness, and always try to get the contrast there first, and then you can always try to achieve the same contrast with maybe more layers and get it smoother. Yeah, exactly. Just jump in and try it on scrap models. If you don't want to use the really expensive models, or, you know, maybe you don't want to use a €50 bust for experimenting, obviously. Just get a few, I don't know, Space Marines, because Space Marines are not that bad to practice, actually. Because they have different shapes. They have round shapes, straight shapes, small, you know, edges, fingers, I don't know, faces. There's so many different shapes to just practice on. You can even do just edge highlighting. Yeah, you can do metallics. So much stuff that you can try out on Space Marines, actually. But, you know, anything that you have at home that offers a bit of variety, in shapes and textures is a good way to practice, and just try to apply paint and try to see how or learn how paint behaves in different mixtures and so on. And eventually you're going to, you know, just think, okay, what is my goal? For example, here my goal is to have a very bright reflection. So what am I doing? I'm not going to start from this almost black and then layer up, you know, glaze up a million layers until I'm at white. No, instead I'm going to put the white highlight here, almost pure. Well, probably not white. I'm probably going to use like a gray or something like that, so that I have the option of going too white if I still want more contrast. But just put a solid layer here and you know, shade a bit of black in here into the blue, and then work on the transitions. Just apply a glaze of maybe a darker blue, so something like that, very thin like that, and then it's going to tint the brighter, almost white darker, and the darker areas it's going to make a bit brighter, and it's just going to bring everything closer together, and that's how you get a gradient, for example. Yeah, just try to think in what do I want to achieve, and what do I need to do in that exact moment to achieve it, instead of, okay, how many layers or glazes do I need to achieve that? You know, that's the wrong way of approaching it. Hey, Andres Bull, thanks for following and welcome. Yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free to, while I try to think about what we are going to enter into EVERCHOSEN instead, now that we can't really enter it. I'm drying out here, sorry. Wait, the voice. I'm sorry, I just almost burped. Thank you, The Voice, for rejoining the Major League. Much appreciated. Thanks for keeping your support up. Yeah, I kind of screwed up on trying to get 250 subscribers. In May, I just couldn't stream. Enough. Maybe we're going to pick another month, maybe August, and then we're going to try and get to the 50 so that I can get the 5th emote slot. I think it would be possible to get a base that is compliant with the rules. Finish the hopper. Yeah, I'll have to research that. Let's see. Hey Dimitri, how's it going? Monday live stream, painting EVERCHOSEN with contrast a little. Yep. How was my trip? We're not talking about the trip. We're not talking about the trip. It was good for a long time, and then it was very bad. Let's see, where the hell are those rules? Let's read up on them. You guys can tell me if I'm looking in the wrong space. Where's my browser window? So, oh yeah, guys, check out my new website, by the way. That's the URL, throwvariant.com. Why is it loading like that? Snooze fest. But yeah, you have some, you know, information about how to get me to come to your city and do a workshop. So that's an option, of course. Then we have the online store, obviously. Why is it loading so? Oh, maybe it's because I'm streaming. You know, you can get all the stuff. I did get some restock on the Rogue Robot and the Ended Night, and obviously you can get the painting guides if you don't want to join the Patreon. If you do, I will add as much. If you do join the Patreon, you get all of them for just $5, by the way. Just saying. What else? Yeah, you can get some new t-shirts just like that one, the one I'm wearing with the Evian Metal logo. And yeah, you have a list of all the painting tutorials. Okay, this is going to take ages to load. Hello. Stay a while and listen. So yeah, so you have the basics, like layering, glazing obviously is a YouTube video, and then what brushes I use, why I use them, you know, pushing pigments, and how brush movement influences your painting. Something like I said earlier, more than consistency even. Yeah, contrast and all that stuff. And yeah, all the things that are there, you can just click on them and it's going to bring you to the video. And then you have obviously all the videos for the individual miniatures that I painted over time. Boom. Yeah, obviously all my social stuff is there. Just check it out. You can also join my Discord through it. It's here on the top. Boom. Yeah, just you know, go there and maybe sign up for the newsletter. Then you're getting all the new information. Let's see, Warhammer community. Made it in time. Welcome, Piper. How's it going? So let's see. Everything you need to know. Is it in here? The rules. Is there more than that? Must be current part. Oh wait. This must be a single Warhammer miniature on a 60mm or smaller base. Oh, some other terms and conditions apply. Check them out. Let's go check them out. Oh my god. Seriously. Hey guys, we're gonna host a painting competition. There's going to be 17 pages of rules. Category of the competition ever chosen. Win a hand-forged blah blah blah. Bring a painted citadel miniature on a base no larger than 60. And that you have painted yourself into the store on the 27th, okay? Having a miniature win the public vote for the best painted miniature, submit to your local store. Each store will upload photos of their best painted miniature to be entered in a worldwide vote. God damn. Having a miniature come in the top 100 in the worldwide vote. We'll decide on the top 3 miniatures. Okay. How to enter. Okay, 27. What happened to the idea of entering the Griff Charger? People came in and said the stuff has to be sold with nothing bigger than a 60mm base. So I don't know. I'm reading up on that. I always thought it must be mounted on a base that is no bigger than 60mm, which would mean I could use this one, which is exactly 60mm, and which I wanted to use. So yeah, now I'm reading up on whether or not it has to be sold. Wait a second. Okay, so competition will run for the duration of each Warhammer and participating store opening hours, which is kind of stupid because that's 1 day of voting, right? So just get all your friends there. I don't know. All competition entries received after the store closing time on the 27th will be disqualified. Okay. To enter the competition, bring a... Okay, we had that. Citadel miniature you bring must have been painted by you and must be on a base no larger than 60mm, and there is no more than 1 entry. You must be able to leave the miniature at the store. On submitting your entry, the store manager will issue you with a numbered receipt. You must retain this receipt as you will need it to collect your entry. Okay. If your miniature wins the initial public vote, you will need to photograph it and send. Okay, that's good. You can photograph it yourself and Photoshop it yourself. If your miniature comes in the top 3 in the world upload, it will create. Better not. If your miniature comes in the top 3 in the worldwide vote, you must be available to come to. You must be available, dudes. No other obligations on this day. Because this is the most important thing in your life. Anyway, if you are unable to come, the promoter will award the prize to another entry. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? God damn it. Once the prize giving event has taken place, your miniature will be couriered back to Ad. Why do they need it couriered if I need to be there anyway? Are you serious? Promoter will not accept responsibility for competition that lost. Yeah, obviously. Agreeing to be bound. Questions. Judged in 3 stages. Okay. Except anyone living or resident in Quebec. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Why? Why though? Why? What has Quebec done? Hey Badbot, how's it going? We're just reading up on the rules. Consists of a single Citadel miniature. Models within the currently on sale are sold with a base. Okay, there we go. Are sold at a base that is no larger than 60mm at its widest points. Wow. They have weird laws in Quebec. Okay, I see. What are we doing? How do they sell griff chargers? Yeah, that stupid base is wider than 60mm, right? Or longer. The fuck? Vanguards. Vanguard Polydors. Yeah, those stupid bases are longer than 60, huh? They're almost as long as the miniature. Wait, where did I put it? Did I throw it away? Can't find my griff charger anymore. Oh. Yeah, so those bases. Yeah, let's go. 360. Let's go. Why is this not working? Okay, drag to spin. Yeah, they are definitely longer. Or are they? Yeah, I think they are. Yikers! Scroll down slightly. Oh, yeah. Wait. It does say here? Oh, okay, there we go. Thanks for the hint. Supplier. God damn it. I mean, why though? What's wrong with bases like this? It's because they are 1.5 centimeters longer. How is that a problem? I can't help but feel that EVERCHOSEN will be more of a popularity contest at the in-store stage rather than based on actual painting. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if there's not, you know, if you're not able, you know, to win a golden demon. So someone that would win a golden demon will probably win the store, right? Or yeah, someone who could make first place at a golden demon category will probably win his store regardless, unless you're like, I don't know, maybe Richard Gray and what's his face, David Soper would enter the same store. Then yeah, what are you going to do? But if there's a lot of entries that are on the same level, which are maybe not up to golden demon level, then it definitely helps to have a lot of friends that go there. But yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? What should we do for the stupid EVERCHOSEN thing? Wait, 80 minutes. Thanks a lot for the raid. Hey guys, we are kind of lost about what to do since we just learned. Thanks for the raid, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. I'm doing nothing. No, I want to do something just for the exposure. But we just learned that this dude, even though I wanted to put it on a 60mm base, is too big. Because it's supplied with a 75mm base, or a base that is 75mm long. So yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, again, I don't super agree with the EVERCHOSEN stuff to begin with. But I won't lie, it would be good to be on that voting website just to get the exposure. I definitely want to do that. I definitely want that. Oh, I guess. So much for that. Spruce up one of your heavy metal marines. Yeah, I thought about maybe just entering this one. Maybe add a freehand on the shoulder or something like that. Would it be stupid if I had because I have stuff in the Games Workshop store right now. If I just took the Imperial Fist Marine that I have there and just entered into EVERCHOSEN, even though it's been standing there since forever. I don't know. Nivak, thanks a lot for following. Welcome to the community. HAK, go with Iron Man, non-metallic metal. There's only 10 days left. What am I saying? There's not even... Hey Slime Wizard, thanks a lot for the follow. When is the competition? Yeah, you need to be there on the 27th. So that's... How much is it? Not counting today. It's 7... 8... Well, if I painted in the morning and then just... No, that would suck. So it's not even, it's 8 days, right? 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's 8 days where I can realistically paint something. If you have a painted model that qualifies, why not use it? Who cares when you painted it? Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking the... what is it? The Imperial Fist Space Marine is just, you know, has been at the store since forever. So I don't know if that is a good thing. Because if it's public vote, then there may be... It's July? Are you serious? We have over a month. Oh my god. You guys, I'm an idiot. Yeah, so no one heard that. Is it July? It is. Wow. Anidia, thanks for following, besides the fact that I'm an idiot. Over a month time. I just got a month of my life back. That is true. That is true. Oh my god, I'm so happy now. I'm so happy. I almost forgot that my knee's fucked up. even if only for a second. Now that you know you have a month, you'll wait till you have 8 days left to start your entry. Yeah, I gotta stay true to the challenge, huh? Yeah, I need to do the challenge. Oh my god, this made things so much easier. You have time to finish Morathi. I don't know if Morathi is gonna be good enough. There has so much stuff has been done in a more casual way than I would paint a competition entry. I mean, see, that's the thing. It would probably still, it could probably still win. I mean, it's far from finished, obviously. It could probably still win the store competition, even if I haven't really, you know, painted it to the best of my abilities. Well, obviously it's not done, like I said, but the stuff that is painted right now, or that I would consider finished, like the wings, is still not competition level. It's been painted more casually, and I haven't paid that much attention to gradients and all that. But yeah, well, that made things so much easier. Hey, traitor Allegiance, thanks a lot for the follow. Show us the progress, Squidmar miniatures. Wait, which progress? The progress of the Griff Charger? There hasn't been that much progress. I just tried to get a few more layers of paint, you know, on areas that needed adjustment. So for example, here I reworked this area here. And brought it more in line with the blue that I had down there. So maybe tone this down. No, that's not the right color. What am I doing? Yeah, so I made this a bit more blue and added some highlights. Not really sure I like it, honestly. But yeah, since it's not legal, it's going to sit in a corner and probably never get finished. How did you get 1 month back? I thought the EVERCHOSEN deadline was in 8 days, and it's in July, not in June. So yeah, I'm an idiot. Guys, honestly, I'm melting. I don't know. I need a shower. I'm sweating my ass off. Wow, this video is going to be so demonetized. I'll try to stream one more time this month. This week, sorry. To make up for it, but I cannot go another hour like was planned. I'm dying here. Nobody puts Griff in the corner. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, just to sum it up, okay? Why do I think, or why do I not want to finish this guy? I'll explain it one more time. So I started this one 3 years ago when I was coming back to painting after a long break. I think I had a break of like 3 years where I was just sculpting because, obviously I'm a miniature designer and sculptor too. And it was just more fun to create stuff from scratch. So for 3 years I was basically just sculpting and enjoying that. And then I came back to, I did also stream the sculpting, and I kind of realized that there is, interest in people watching people paint stuff on Twitch. So I thought, interesting, and I would like to try it. And I kind of liked it again, coming back to painting. So I started this, and I was looking for new colors and started this in scale colors, and I wasn't too happy about how the scale colors behaved and the results that I got with the scale colors. So I put it in the corner, and eventually I said, last summer I said, I still want to enter it into a Golden Demon, but I couldn't finish it because it obviously wasn't ready. Say it again. Wait, did it say that? Oh my god. Headphones off. But yeah, thanks a lot, Sir Gore. Thank you for your generosity today, for the sub and the donation. Thanks a lot. Yeah, but again, everyone who joined today and was watching and was, you know, resubbing and all that, I really, really appreciate it. Because I always say it, I can't really stream as much as I want to. So thanks to everyone who still supports. But yeah, last August I wanted to enter it into Games Day or Golden Demon Germany, but I couldn't finish it. So I painted the whole night. I even made a base for it. I got rid of the base again because I wanted to do something simple for EVERCHOSEN, but you know, can't really enter it. Anyway, really made an effort to finish it, but I couldn't. I was painting like all nights, and I was super exhausted. And then the day before, I felt like, yeah, it just doesn't feel right to push something that I invested about 100 hours, 150 hours maybe into, and you know, just put some crap layers on and have it not look to the same standard. So I said, okay, I'll just enter it another time. And over the last year, I learned lots about Golden Demons again, and I also made a video about it on my YouTube. And I just realized that, wait, doesn't this work? YouTube. Okay, this doesn't work. And I realized it's probably not going to do well in the competition, even though I really like the way it turned out. Well, not really, but I like the way it turned out, considering it's 3 years old. Let's put it that way. Except maybe some areas here in the back. But yeah, I like it, but I kind of realized that it would not win a Golden Demon because it's too different from what they are looking for. I mean, what is this? What is this stuff here? It's just some blue, some shades of blue. And also on top here. What is this? No one knows. Yeah, so it's just not what they're looking for. And that's why I put it in a corner and said, yeah, probably not going to finish that. And that's the story of the Griff Charger and why he probably will never be finished. I don't know, I just think maybe I'm going to do a base and put him on the base the way it is, even though I don't consider it finished. It's still an okay piece, or you know, a piece that I like. I just don't think it is fit to win a Golden Demon because of, yeah, maybe not the quality itself, but because of what they are looking for. Stormcast is like, I carried a watermelon. Yeah, because I put him in a corner. I must leave to eat food. Have a rat stream. Thanks again for the host, Inimini. That Griffin model looks sick. Thank you, thank you. You're great. I wish I didn't miss the stream. You can rewatch it on the. I mean, honestly, we didn't do much. I just painted this area here and talked a lot of crap. There is, however, there's some of the painting of the Griff Charger. I just remembered that is way back in my YouTube videos. I uploaded it. I think that's right before I started my Patreon. So there's still some stuff public on YouTube. Just need to go back like 2 years. Why I never get finished? It's almost done. Yeah, but it is. It would need. So again, I would stuff that I would change. Okay. So first of all, I would have to go in there. Yeah, you see. For example, that leg here isn't really painted to, let's say, this standard, right? I would definitely have to do that, and I just would know that I would go crazy. So this down here is also black, would have to be painted, and I'm probably going to be murdering someone if I had to do that. Yeah, so I mean, the anatomically correct sculpt down here would also have to be painted, because what they are looking for is errors, or what they perceive as errors when they are judging golden demons. So what they like to do is switch around models and look at them from the back. So from top, you know, I would say, yeah, this is a finished model and it's great. I mean, except for this, obviously I would finish this, but I really like it from the top. Let's see how it is from the bottom. Oh, yeah, his PP isn't painted, so no, you cannot win anything. So I would have to do all that, and I really don't want to. Also, he would need a base, and I'm undecided about what to do for a base. It would have to be really simple, because if it's not simple, then all the features that are on there would technically probably reflect in the Sky Earth non-metallic meta. Yeah, it just wasn't thought out enough. While it does look good, it's just not thought out enough to be entered into a Golden Demon. I think, at least. They said there's no style they're looking for, yeah, but there is a style they're looking for. Let's be honest. But we said that before. Again, I want to put that in perspective, or you know, in light of what miniature won, and that they're really looking for atmosphere and all that. I haven't put that into this model. While it is a well-painted model, there's no atmosphere as far, you know. Obviously, I tried to reflect the surroundings in in the Sky Earth. I haven't put any, you know, it seems to be really rad these days for Golden Demons to use 2 different light sources. I haven't done that. It would just not work, and I would probably rather try to paint something else for Fantasy Single. But we'll see. We'll see. Nobody understands my Dirty Dancing references. Feathers on the neck. Yeah, they also... I mean, I don't know what to do there, honestly. I think this looks okay, because it's basically the color that is below here, just brighter. Maybe I need to add some more detail. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just, again, it's a well painted model, but there hasn't gone too much, or not enough planning into it. I want to do a more well planned model for my next entry. It's still good, don't get me wrong. I like the result personally. Some models are just never going to be finished. I don't know. Maybe eventually, like I said, I'll just do a base and put it on there. If you don't try, you will not know whether... I'm guessing you're trying to say, if I don't enter it, I will not know whether or not it would win. And you're right. You're definitely right. But again, it would still need so much more work. There's so much unpainted stuff down here, which, I mean, does it even matter? No, it doesn't, for, you know, conveying what I wanted to convey with the paint shop. But they are going to do that. They're going to flip it around and say, PP not painted. Can't win anything. So, is it worth the time I have to invest? Probably not. I'd rather put that time into something new, honestly, and plan it out more, and yeah, and that's it. Doesn't mean you don't have a point, but it's just the way that I feel. What would you even do if you can't reach in there, if it asks far for a comp? What would you even do if you can't reach in there, if it was... I don't know what you're trying to say, sorry. Judging by this year's Golden Demon, you could put him in a Goblin Green base with dry brush sand. That is true, that is true. There's no denying that. You need to join Stockholm Warpaint. Wait, in order to win Golden Demons? Who is in there? If you don't have another model for that category, might as well enter it anyways. Yeah, of course, of course. You know, just hope they turn this one around. Yeah. But the single miniature categories, I typically enter the single miniature categories. So I'll probably have something. But yeah, it's a good point. I'm probably not starting for the next Golden Demon. I'm probably not going to start with a fantasy model, obviously. I'm just going to bring it, you know, because still, if it doesn't win anything, people are going to see it and they're going to say it's a well-painted model. Why hasn't it won anything, right? And that's also good to be talked about that way. I think I might enter a model because whatever. What do you think of the Sisters of the Thorn? I think I might enter a model because whatever. Okay, I can follow that. Yeah, because why wouldn't you enter, right? It's if only people that would be sure that they win something would enter, then it would be like 10 entries per category, and it's fun to go there and just enter it and not expect anything and just talk to the people and get some feedback by the judges. And you know, if you want to work on your heavy metal heavy metal painting style, so definitely do that. I don't know the Sisters of Thorn, of the Thorn. Let's see. Sisters of the Thorn. Sisters. Okay, what do I think about these as far as entries go? Are you planning to enter one of them into the fantasy single, or are you going to do a squad or regiment or whatever they're called in fantasy? I'm not quite sure they are the right models to enter. You would have to come up with something that makes the steeds stand out. I don't know, maybe do something with the antlers. Yeah, they could be hard to pull off. But in the end, what you should do is paint something that you really, really want to paint, so it doesn't matter, you know, what an outsider would think about them. Don't even think about that. Just pick something you really, really want to paint. And if you want to paint one of these, then definitely go for it. Oh, they're super cheap too. 29 euros for 5 models. Wow. It's probably because they're not Space Marines. But definitely go for it if you want to enter. I'm not good at judging this kind of stuff, but I think the back legs are not anatomically correct. Wait, which of this guy? I mean, the thing is, it's a fantasy model, right? However, I mean, they don't look. They look credible to me. Yeah, they're maybe not. I don't know. Would a horse look like that? I think it would be like that. Definitely, because they could kick backwards. Yeah, it looks fine to me. It looks at least credible. You could finish it, enter the competition, and sell it afterwards. Not worth it. I don't know. It would depend. I mean, I'm so bad with letting go of pieces, and I am, you know, For example, I would never sell this for 300 euros, for example. I probably not even for 500, but that's a lot of, you know, money to ask for a simple single model. So I'm really bad with letting go of things. Well, not as much sculpts because I can always have a copy of it, but paint jobs I'm really bad with parting. So that's also why I don't really do commissions. I'm going to do the first ever commission after 15 years in next month. At least I hope my magnets arrive so I can magnetize it by then. Really looks good though. Thank you, Narek. If you spend all the time on the model but you can't reach parts of the model with your brush, what would you do? Put it in a corner and never finish it, apparently. Haterpene profile. What's up? I'm dying because of the heat. I tried to paint, did get some progress in, but not a lot, honestly. And then I realized I can't really enter this one into EVERCHOSEN, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, because the base is too wide. So yeah, so much for that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, again, if the thing isn't that I can't reach it, I can reach it, but it's going to be such a pain to do, and I'm probably going to hate it. But yeah, guys, I'm dying because of the heat. I'm sorry. Again, I'll try to be consistent with the Monday streams. Hopefully, I don't know how my knee is going to turn out. If I need surgery, then it's going to be a bit of a problem trying to be consistent. But I don't want to abandon the Monday streams. I really want to do them. I just can't promise. It depends. I have my MRI in 5 days, and then the week after I have my knee doctor appointment, and he's going to tell me what we should do. So I'm definitely going to be streaming next Monday, and I'll try to do one more stream this week. I don't know what we're going to do, but maybe paint another EVERCHOSEN entry since we cannot enter this one. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and thanks a lot for all the support. If you're new, don't forget to follow or subscribe on YouTube, or ideally do both. Yeah, maybe if the stuff. So, friend from Sweden sent me the model that was requested for the next Evian Metal episode, and he sent it like 10 days ago, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm hoping it's going to arrive. So if it does, I'm definitely going to start on the next Evian Metal video, you know, streaming it and then editing it down. But yeah, we will see. I'll try to have something prepared for this week, and if not, then see you next Monday. Bye, guys. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, as far as the knee goes, I mean, I was really depressed the first day it happened, and the second one, and I'm doing kind of okay now because I know I can come back from surgery and all that. I just don't know, you know, physiotherapy and all that crap. It just could all be on Monday again, and then it's kind of hard to put my thoughts into streaming. So I really need to focus on this knee getting better. But I definitely don't want to abandon the streams. So I'm just saying it could happen that I need to skip some. But yeah, I'm not feeling bad. It's okay. The knee is hurting a bit. It's not too bad. It's only in certain situations, but it needs fixing. So yeah, that's it. What's up with the knee? Well, long story. I had 3 knee surgeries. 2 times a torn meniscus and 1 time a tumor because of, you know, the 2 surgeries within a short period of time. So yeah, and then it took about 1.5 years to come back from that and be able to do sports again regularly. And then I hurt my knee again, just last week during my vacation. And now, yeah, I felt a bit depressed, but yeah, it's okay. I'm trying to do all the things regardless. Yeah, so thanks again for all the support, guys. Honestly, it means so much to me. It means how much to me? It means a lot to me. I'll just try to find someone to host, and then that's it. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Narek.